I'm Bree.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is the Disturbriana vlog channel. If you are new, please subscribe. And if not, click the notification bell to be notified of upcoming stuff.
Y'all hit that red button.
And this is what I always like to call our FourNineteen segment because it represents our anniversary. Y'all are probably wondering why we have all of these bottles on this tray. Reason being is because somebody decided to go on a cologne spree.
Yeah, I had to upgrade my cologne collection like big time. I was slacking out here.
With that being said, this vlog is going to be a cologne testing type thing.
Yep. We
are going to be rating these colognes from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and we will let y'all know what we think of them, and we advise y'all to stay tuned because there will be a surprise at the end.
A very special announcement I want to make at the end of the video. So
He
definitely stay tuned to the end.
Boiler shot cola want to make.
You won't regret it. Definitely. Stay tuned to the end of this video. Alright, so fragrance number 1 is by Zara. This one's called 11.0. This was more of like a fall winter fragrance. There's a lot of spices, you know, apples, you have your citrus zest in here, patchouli, and I think it's vanilla in here too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll try this one first to see how it goes.
Alright, spray it. Strong. Smells
See,
good.
she feeling it.
It's okay. This one, it smells good. This is something I would see you wear like if we were going on like a nature walk,
right.
type of thing, like trail walking or something like that. It matches the environment of the leaves and the trees and the
so yeah, definitely a fall fragrance for sure.
So, what would you rate this?
For me, probably a 7.5 or an 8.
Okay, I was gonna say 8.
Okay, so we're kind of on the same scale. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8.
All right, the second one we have here is called Blue Day Chanel by, of course, Chanel. This one's one of my favorites as well. I guess you kind of say it's a cross between like an aqua and like a powdery type of vibe. So it's definitely for all occasions, at least in my opinion it is. So let's go. We'll give it get the spray. Get the spray.
Wait, why we say that at the same time?
Because we're gonna sync.
After 6 years. 6 long years. Just reminds me of like a nightclub type feel. Like go to the club, you meet somebody. This is called what? Blue what?
Blue Day Chanel.
Oh, Blue Day Chanel.
No, this is the all day toilette version also.
And can you explain what that means for those that don't know? Okay,
so the all day toilette is more alcohol based. I could say there's also the All Day Parfum. Well, about the same name, but it's more of like a oil based. So the smells are kind of similar, but I think they might add maybe 2 or 3 other ingredients into the parfum as opposed to the toilette version. But both versions are nice though to me. I love both of them.
Yeah, what would you rate this?
Man, I'll give it a 9 actually.
9?
It's one of my favorites. I'll give it a 9.5. I know it's high, but this is one of my favorites. So
I'll give this a 9 also.
I mean, first of all, the women love this fragrance. So no, I'm just saying what's out there. All the reviews. I'm just going by the reviews.
Go to the next one. All
right, we can move to the next one. All right, so next up is another favorite of mine. I just got this one. I smelled it. Unbelievable.
This is the one that came today?
Yep. This is called Versace Eros. So people say this is more of a club fragrance, but I kind of disagree with that. It's kind of more for, you know, definitely all occasions to me.
I like this bottle.
Yeah, the bottle is very detailed. You got the Medusa in the front, the cap right here on top has the Medusa. I like the details of the bottle.
This would be something that I would just save the bottle after it's done.
Yeah, the bottle itself is a masterpiece.
Just because.
Yeah.
See why someone would say it's like a nightclub type cologne. I smell this and think beach. Like for me, I think like, I mean, I don't really know who would wear cologne to the beach, but
I would.
It gives me. Of course, I don't even know why I asked that, but this gives me beach vibes.
So what would you rate it?
I would give this a 9 also.
Man, for me, this is a 10. This is a 10. I don't usually give things 10s too much, but this right here is a 10, definitely.
Okay.
Like the smell is like unbelievably good. Again, another one, the women love this one. gonna stop saying that.
I want him to stop, please.
So next we have here, this one is by Alt Fragrances. This is called Crystal Number 23. And this one, so Alt Fragrances kind of makes like inspired fragrance from like higher designer fragrances. So there's a fragrance called, I forget what the brand is called, but it's called Baccarat Rouge 540. This one smells really good, like, and it smells just like the original one.
Test the sucker.
I actually wore this one yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Is that the one that smells like root beer?
No, not that one. Yeah, this one's really projects well. Like, this is really like a compliment getter. Oh, also not to mention, forgot to mention, this is a unisex fragrance as well, so it's both for men and women. So what's your numbers for?
That doesn't give me an like it's like a 4.
Really?
Yes.
4?
Yes.
That's
it don't
disrespectful.
Like,
man.
It smells like, no, for real, like it smells like if I walk past somebody in the street, like it's an everyday cologne. I'm somebody that likes something that sticks out.
Right.
So this doesn't stick out to me. It just gives me like, oh, somebody wear this every day, somebody wear this to work type of thing.
Alright, I can respect that.
That's what I think.
Alright, so me, this is at least maybe a 7.5, 8 for me.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's almost a 4.
Listen, don't curse me out.
4.
Don't curse me. Don't stop cursing me out on my own channel.
This one right here, man.
I like this. It's like a dice.
It's like rhinestones and like.
It reminds me of a dice. I like
Right.
this.
This is a very heavy bottle too.
Alright, then what is it?
Alright, so this one is by a brand called Armaf.
Oh, this is heavy.
Yeah, this is by Armaf. This is called Club de Nuit Intense Man.
Too much.
It's right. It's a long name, right?
Yes.
Right. So Armaf is another brand, just like alt fragrances that kind of make, you know, I don't want to say clone fragrances because it's kind of disrespectful to say that, but inspired fragrances. But I gotta call this one a clone because it smells exactly like the real thing.
Aki favorite.
Aki.
Aki fragrances.
It's Philly terms.
Yes. Aki means like bootleg.
Yeah, fake and like.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a copy of the original one. So everyone knows what this smells like. It smells like Creative Vinces. Yeah, Creative Vinces is also another like, you know, not high end. It's more niche. It's costly. It's a lot of money to buy the original one. So I settled with this one for $40. And it smells just like the original. It smells just like Creative Vinces. It's like 95% there to the original one. So
He's been ordering all this stuff for the past 2-3 weeks every day. Can you check the door? Can you check the door? I got a package coming. Can you check the door?
But at the end of the video, you'll understand why I'm doing this, or partially why. I mean, I'm a big fragrance lover. That's the first part. And the second part, I'll explain at the end of the video.
I hope I don't get high off this stuff. That's alright. I will say, like, when I first smelled it, my first reaction was kind of like, it's a little too strong. It does calm down after, you know, a little bit.
Now, people always say it smells like Lemon Pledge, like the furniture spray.
It does kind of have like a.
But once it calms down, you'll start to smell it. You know, everything kind of coming together.
It kind of does have a lemon-like scent to it. Like maybe I don't know if that's one of the ingredients.
Well, it is.
Oh well, I guess right.
Yep.
I give this like a 7.
Okay.
I give it a 7.
Okay, cool. For me, I would give it a 7.5 or 8.
This is also a bottle that I would keep.
Yeah, this is
even after
bottle, for sure.
Yeah, even after the fragrance is done, I would keep the bottle just for design or look.
I think Armaf is either based out of France or the Middle East. I forgot which part of the world they're in, but a pretty solid, decent fragrance here. Definitely. All right, this is the one that smells like root beer.
Oh.
This one is called Craze. This is Craze by Armaf. This one kind of gives me like a there's some spices in here too, but it's like a root beer-ish, like vanilla type vibe going on here. It smells good, but when you first spray it on, you definitely get the root beer vibes from the beginning. But once it kind of settles down on your skin, it starts to come together. You know, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna try it out.
Let's get the spraying.
Yep.
That's my niche in this whole vlog. Look, this bottle got on the belt.
Yeah, all the Armaf bottles are like very cheesy.
Like
most of their bottles
like,
are like very cheesy like looking. So
I don't think this part is necessary.
It's not.
Like I like the shape, But I don't think this is necessary.
It's not.
I really don't.
It's really
think
not.
It's not. No.
Yeah, this is also a clone fragrance of another brand. I think it's called Pegasus or something like that. I forget what it's called, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yep, root beer. Let me drink some root beer.
It's like that warm, like vanilla root beer.
It also gives me the type vibe of like a cigar shop.
Right.
Like, or either that or like someone's, like a guy's man cave and him and his homies smoking cigars. And it gives me that.
Yeah, it kind of smells like you're doing an incense too. A little bit. All right, so what's your rating?
Give it an 8.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's odd to smell like root beer, but it's not like a nasty smell.
See, this one's definitely not an everyday.
It's an attractive type root beer smell.
This is like, you know, kind of when you get dressed up a little bit casual, but it's not for every day. It's not for going to the gym or, you know.
No.
Yeah, it's not for that. It's not for everyday occasions. 7.5 for me. 7.5. All right, next one is, again, this is a fall winter fragrance. A lot of spices in here. It has cinnamon, apple, things like that. This is by Zara, and this is called Amber Ego. This one smells really good. So if anybody's watching that's kind of like a fragrance head, this is kind of reminds you of like Paco Rabanne's 1 Million, maybe. Probably like a Stronger With You by Armani as well. It kind of fits that vibe. It kind of reminds you of that. Let's go.
Let's get the spraying.
Yep.
It smells good, but to me it's not unique. This is also in a category of everyday cologne. Go to work with it, you go outside with it real quick, probably see your family or something like that. Like, it doesn't give me a special occasion cologne. Or a special occasion scent, I should say. It's like a typical scent.
I got you. So what's your rating? Like a 4 again? You can't give this a 4. Come on.
This is more.
You can't give it a 4.
This is more like a 6.
I can live with that. Okay. That's still a little bit off, but
6. So I'm sticking with that. Right. You can't make me change my mind.
All right, this one for me is definitely 7 for sure. 7.5.
Does this stuff get into your eyes a little bit? Let's get into mine.
I love this bottle. This is one of my favorite bottle designs on any cologne.
This reminds me of like one of those like whiskey joints.
Yeah.
You just unscrew it and you just.
Right.
Let's make sure.
So I wonder if that was an inspiration for the bottle. It could have been.
Could have been, but I'll just hold it because I feel like it's going to tilt and fall.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, this is by Mont Blanc. This is called Individual. It's spelled like, I don't know if they meant to call it individual or individual, but it's spelled like individual. Okay. So instead of an A at the second to last letter, it's an E instead.
I think it's duel, individual.
Yeah, individual.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. So this one has like a another like a Santal raspberry type of vibe to it. A little bit of powder smell too. It smells really good.
All right.
And this one came out in the year. I think it came out in 2003. I think.
I got it.
Thanks. So this is kind of like in the same. The same category with like Creed's original Santal, if anybody ever tried that one before.
Oh, I'm stupid. I was screwing it.
No, just pop it.
Ha, you didn't get it. Did you get your one?
I got it. This is her every day, y'all. This is her every single day.
Leave me alone. This also gives me something that I would scent someone wearing every day, or something general to just put on, but it does have a spark than the other 2 or 3. I think that.
Yeah, I think it's that Santal, that powdery effect that kind of gives it like a.
Yeah. You know. It's like an everyday cologne, but it stands out than the other 2 we did, or the other 3.
Right.
But yeah, I would actually give this one like a 8.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll give this one an 8.
Same for me too, definitely 8. All right, so next we got another Zara fragrance. This one's called Ambrox. Love the bottle, it's nice and simple, black, all black, the black cap. So they made a different version of this a few years ago that smelled a little different, but I think it was just called Ambrox. But this is called Ambrox as well, but it's like an extended name in back of it, like a number of letters.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go, give it a try.
All right, let's do it. too strong for me. But
You kind of let it, simmer in a little bit.
it's okay. It's no, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out to me really. I kind of bought this on a blind buy. It's kind of like a blind buy for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it smelled like or anything. I just kind of curious of what it smelled like, and it's okay, but it doesn't stand out to me.
It smells like something. If you walked into the Zara store, it's probably the whole store would smell like.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that it gives me.
Right. Same for me too.
Yeah. So I give it a 7.
Wow. I didn't think it would have. For me, it's more of a 5.5 or 6.
You only got these 2 numbers. I'm giving you 1.
I'm gonna go with a 5.5.
Alright.
Next, another one by the house of Versace. This is called Versace Dylan Blue. This one smells really good.
Alright.
I love this one.
I like this in the middle.
Yo, it has the Medusa in the middle.
Yeah, I like that. Alright.
This is another one that would draw compliments out of everywhere. Like, this is really a good compliment getter.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Haircut look good.
Thank you, babe. Appreciate it.
I always love when you get a haircut.
You're a suit.
I'm back to Team Baldy. It gives me date night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It gives me a date.
I agree.
I was gonna say like a club vibe again, but when I smelled it the second time, it's more subtle.
Well, you can use it for the club too.
You could,
but it's definitely a date night.
But like date night, yes. Sure. I can imagine like date night on a boardwalk, night outside, and all the lights and everything. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna have to give this one a 10.
Oh, okay, you got a 10.
I like that.
All right.
That's my first 10 that I gave.
Okay.
I think I gave like 2 9s since my first 10. I like that.
All right, so I'm gonna go with a 9.5 for this one. I know I gave the first Versace one a 10, but I'm gonna go with a 9.5 for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Another Armaf fragrance. This is called Ventana. This is also another good clone. They did a good job on this one, making it from the original one. The one they tried to, kind of imitate was Dior Sauvage.
Mm-hmm.
Dior Sauvage is like a pop culture fragrance right now. Everybody has it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one that smells really good. It draws tons of compliments as well.
Let me tell y'all the first thing I said to him when
the bottles. I hate the bottle though. It's not.
I said,
I don't know what this is.
I said, what is this?
Now I did my research on the word Ventana. I think Ventana means window in a different language. I forget what language it is, but Ventana stands for window. Mm. So it kind of explains the bottle design. Mm-hmm. I still hate it, but I understand why they did it.
This makes me think of like a bar of soap.
Yeah, like it's just like I don't know, like
a little guitar.
Like the top of one of those old microphones from back in the 50s. Right.
Hey, you are now listening to FourNineteen YouTube channel podcast ish. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, I really hate this design with passion. Like, why? Like, Armaf, like, what was y'all thinking when y'all designed this bottle?
Thank you. Good night. Sing an R&B song. Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna spray it.
All right.
Spray it
Okay. I'm done.
I still hate the bottle though. I think this is actually better than Dior Sauvage, believe it or not, in my opinion. Now, women love that fragrance from the guy.
I don't.
Now, it comes close to the real one, to the actual, Dior Sauvage, but it's not the exact thing. So you might have a different opinion when you smell the exact one.
This gives me serial killer vibes.
Wow. I'm just going to assume this is a 1. Like she said, serial killer vibe, so that's not good at all.
That's like a 3. First of all, it doesn't give me like uniqueness.
Yeah,
well, it gives me uniqueness, but not really in a good way.
Yeah, this is more of like a shower gel fragrance, like a men's shower gel fragrance.
Yeah.
I had a fragrance I used to use years ago when I was a teenager in middle school. Well, in middle school actually. You know the brand Axe, right?
Yeah.
So Axe has a scent called Phoenix.
Okay.
This smells like 90% exactly the Phoenix. So yeah, I'll give it a 7. Well, let's go to 7.5.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7.5.
I'm gonna stick with my 3.
But I think it's because our mouth uses a lot of alcohol in the beginning, so you gotta kind of let it simmer in a little bit. Where I think with the original Dior Sauvage, it kind of just hits you right away. So I think the alcohol is probably getting to you. So this is another Armaf fragrance. I think it's called Blue Om or something like that. So this is another like clone fragrance they used kind of like, you know, as inspiration from Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio.
Okay.
Now Acqua di Gio back in the 90s, like every man back then had it. It was like the staple ingredient. It was like a groundbreaking fragrance back then in the 90s. So this bottle originally had like a leather, like this like cheesy like looking leather like wrapping around it. I took it off. I hated it, so I took it off.
This is cologne number 12, by the way. Yeah, we still got, I think, 9 more to go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ocean.
Yeah. Definitely some
Ocean. Yep.
aqua vibes in there. That's a beach fragrance too.
Yeah, it gives me beach vibes. Definitely, like.
Definitely for the summer.
Clean water too. Like I'm not thinking Atlantic City Wildwood type water. This is like
island.
Island, like Jamaica,
or like, you know, the Bahamas.
And what we mean by that is like when you see their water, it's clear blue.
Right.
It's clean, it's very clean. Beach
well, the water is clear over there. It just reflects the sky.
And that too. Where
the water you see in the river in Philly is like filled up with all types of stuff, so it's dirty.
Yes, but that's 10 for me.
10? Okay, cool. I'll give it a 9. So next right here we got this is called The One. And this is by Dolce & Gabbana. Definitely like a warmer fragrance. So it's made for like, you know, fall and winter for sure.
It gives you that too. You look at the bottle.
Yep.
It's like an ombre look.
Yeah, it could be used for date night as well. So
we'll see. I'll be the judge that.
Right.
I will be the judge that.
You're the woman, so you know. It kind of reminds me of the Armaf Craze fragrance with the root beer smell, but I think this one's done correctly.
This one is much calmer. I do kind of smell the root beer.
I think this one's done correctly as opposed to the other version.
It does kind of give me like, I don't know, like a camp store type vibe.
Right, it's definitely a masculine fragrance for sure.
Yeah.
So what's your rating?
I feel like a 7.
7, okay. It's an 8 for me.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, this is another good one too.
Exactly, this damn belt. Look at it. Look at this.
You know we gotta be an Armaf fragrance, right?
I mean, I didn't know.
All the cheesy looking bottles in the collection is by Armaf. Yeah, this is called Tres Nuit. And I kind of got this as a blind buy as well, because I read the reviews online. They were like, you know, it kind of smells like Creed's Green Irish Tweed, which I actually smelled before. It smelled really good. So I bought it, and it smells exactly like the Creed scent. So this bottle is actually pretty good. So it's like a leather belt around it. The cap feels like it's made out of quality material. Has like a little, you know, little tag over here with the name, which is Tres Nuit. And right here, like the ingredients are kind of like, you know, embroidered on the bottom part.
Let's see what it smells like.
Yep. So it's more like a cross between like an aqua scent, like a, you know, like green leaf scent, like kind of blended into one. It's kind of awkward to spray a little bit because the bottle's so wide.
This gives me detergent vibes. Like,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Like after you just washed your clothes type vibes, or the like the scented dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets.
My rating for this, I think I'm gonna give this a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. They actually made a great bottle design for a change. I like it a lot.
All right, what's next?
Yep, another familiar fragrance. Well, as far as the smell is concerned.
All right.
And this one comes from Mont Blanc. And this is called Legend. So I compare this a lot to, so I know you guys have been to Abercrombie and Fitch before, and you know that smell you get when you first walk to the store? It smells just like this. Now I know they have a fragrance called Fierce that's by Abercrombie, which kind of compares to this a lot. But I think it smells just like it. So this is definitely fit for like any age guy. Any age guy can wear this. A little bit too much on there.
I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
It's all good.
Yep. And I hate Abercrombie Fitch.
So what's your rating for it?
4.
4? Wow, okay, I'll give it a 6.5. No, I'll give it a 7.
4.
I'll give it a 7. And the only reason I'm giving it a 7 is because I smelled it so many times in like my teenage years, so a 6 or a 7.
He is pushing 30. Don't listen to him.
Alright, next up we can go with this is by Zara, and this is called Zara Gold Man. So I actually had this bottle, well, it was a different bottle, but the same smell. I had this before, like maybe 6 or 7 years ago that I bought from Zara, and I loved it. And I've been trying to find it for years, and I finally found it this year. So this is a very like masculine smell as well. Try it out. I keep saying try. I already tried it already.
You tried it.
You tried it. I tried it out already. Like this one lives up to his name a lot. It's called Zara Gold for a reason. I love this one so much. Whew. Love it.
Okay. So, if I could recall, I think this is the one he used to wear a lot when we first met.
It was.
And that's why
yep, same one.
I know this scent off the back of my head. It's like he wore this a lot when we first met each other 6 years ago.
See, that one came
6 or 7 years
bottle.
ago. This is a 10 for me. Not only because it smells good, but it's a very unique.
Yeah, it gives you. There's significance behind the scent to her. At least both of us, actually.
Because I have this fetish where I need to smell him.
Yeah.
And this was the cologne he was always wearing.
Yep.
Where I would just go up to him and I just.
Just like that.
I just do that.
Yep.
And I do that every couple times of the day.
So is it 10 for you?
Yes.
9.5 for
It's
me.
supposed to be a 10.
No, I'll give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. That 0.5 for the reasoning.
Yes.
You know, it deserves that. So at 10, I'll give it a 10.
Yeah, stop playing with me.
And this at one point is my signature fragrance, so I'm gonna give it a 10.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
He wore this one all the time when we met. So ain't matter where we was going.
Yep. So to the woman out there watching, definitely copy man this one. Trust me, it's worth it.
Alright. So we have 5 left, so we are getting closer to the surprise.
Yep. This one is called Zara Man Silver. A big difference from gold, but kind of still in the same pocket,
Okay.
I would say. Excited?
I smell the difference, but it's not far off.
Right, still in that same pocket.
I give that one a 9.
9?
Yeah.
Same here. Same thing I said for the last one. For the woman out there, this is a good cop. Definitely grab this if you can.
For your man.
For your man.
For your man.
Not for you. For your man.
For your man.
For your man.
Alright, let's see.
For your man.
Alright. Manning.
That was a good one. I like that one.
That's his last name, by the way.
It's called El Milano by Prada. This one kind of has like a powdery. You can smell the powder scent in there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just got that one as well. Just got it today.
Let's see what you're talking about. I never sprayed.
Okay, go ahead. It smells like bubble gum a little bit, like bubble gum mixed in with like powder a little bit.
This gives me bubble bath.
Bubble bath too.
Like,
right.
You run some bubbles in your tub. This is what this gives me.
Yeah.
I guess one 8. I like this.
8. I'll give it 7.5. Like it's not a groundbreaking fragrance, but it's still nice though.
Mm-hmm. I'll say this is another one where you can. It's kind of like an everyday scent, but it stays out.
It's cheesy behind bottom. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
It's like this like stone like texture right here.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah, it's cool, but I think if they put this part in the middle
and
remove this little this part right here, it would have been much better design. You know, sometimes less is more to me. So this is called what's the name of it? It's crazy. So I kind of bought it as a blind buy. Okay, I know what it is. It's a dumb name, so that's why I forgot. This is called Tag Him. Tag Him.
That's how you remember it because you opened the
No, I tried to like the name is so like. This name was so unnecessary. Like it's like a cheesy name, like Tag Him.
Wow.
Tag Him. Like
wow.
Tag Him. Like
Tag it.
Right. Like come on. Like, they could have thought of a better name than this.
All right.
But this is called Tag Him by Armaf. So yeah, this is kind of similar to the Blue de Chanel, which was the second or third fragrance we tested out. More like a powdery, like mixed in with like a little bit of like aqua type of vibe. But I think Blue de Chanel smells a lot better. It's a lot smoother. Mm-hmm. But I definitely see the similarities for sure. Or smell the similarities, right?
You'll see. Definitely masculine, like that.
Yeah, so this is very close to like Blue de Chanel. It's very close, like.
I wouldn't say very close.
I just think it's more alcohol in here that gives it that, you know.
But I was trying to make a statement there, but this gives me like take somebody home.
Okay.
Type vibes. Okay. Do some stuff, but.
All right, not on camera. Damn, but not on camera.
I would give that one probably an 8, maybe.
Okay, I'll give it the same thing. These bottles, man, I can't take it. These
you bought them.
All right, we're gonna kick it back to Zara real quick. This one is called Vibrant Leather. So everyone kind of compares this to Creed Adventures. So it kind of starts off as Creed Adventures, but once the breakdown happens, it's kind of like something goes missing. Or 50 things go missing. So I mean, it's still his own, like from its unique way, it's still a good fragrance. But if you're trying to buy something like remotely close to Creed Adventures, it's better clones out there. Like you know, our Mob's Club Day Nuit. It's his man, for example.
See, I don't know what the hell you just said.
No, it's our Mob fragrance called Club Day Nuit. Club Day Nuit.
Alright.
Intense Man. And the thing about this one is that this is actually created by an actual perfumist. Like Zara hired like an actual well-known perfumist.
Oh.
Instead of going to their own in-house oil house.
I didn't even know there was a profession for that, perfumist.
Yeah, so that's why the quality is a little better than their other colognes.
I can smell it from over here, and I didn't even get the card yet.
Yeah, it's like it smells like Creed Adventures, but it's like top part. It's at the top of it, and it's like it just falls apart after that.
This definitely gives me like high acidity type vibes, like.
That's a good one.
Or somebody, to be all uppity and just, bougie.
Yeah, it's definitely like a standout fragrance for sure.
I do sense it as something you wear during the day.
Right.
Like some type of event during the day.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it's like maybe like an art show or auction or, I don't know, one of them uppity events.
Yeah, if you're going to an event like that, you definitely can put this on.
Yeah,
for sure.
A ball. I'd give it like a 6.
Okay. I'll give it a 7.5.
Last cologne. Very
one,
close to the surprise.
It's one that I had for a while. Yes, we're close to the surprise, so please stay tuned. This one is called Tea Hoopoo by Zara.
It sounded like he said poo poo.
Yeah, it's called Tea Hoopoo. I had this for a while. I bought it from the actual store, actually. So this is more like an aqua type vibe too. Aqua, summer type vibe. I think there's a fragrance called Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne, which was kind of like their inspiration for making this. She loved doing this. So now I can do it back to you though.
Messing up my waves.
Now you smelled this fragrance like a million times already, I'm sure. Cause I wore it so much at one point.
I don't remember that actually, but it does have an aqua feel to it. Definitely beach type vibes again, of course.
Yep. You can get away with wearing it on a hot day, going to the beach or pool.
I get it at 9.
9, okay. I'll give it an 8. And I think because I'm so used to aqua fragrances that this kind of like doesn't really faze me too much, but I still love it at the same time. So I'll give it an 8.
Oh my gosh, guys, we're done.
Yep, we're done.
We've rated all however many fragrances there were.
Like 20 something?
Yes. Like too many.
Right, but I'm going to explain the other half. Because the first half for me, upgrading my collection was me being a huge lover of fragrances and always, I gotta smell good.
But the second half is where the surprise come in. So drum roll, please. All right.
I'm currently working on a fragrance line that'll kind of, run alongside certain art pieces of mine. So for example, everyone's familiar with UR. So UR will soon have a fragrance.
Hey.
Yep. And there'll be more too, but UR will definitely be in that collection.
Being so that it's his signature piece.
Right. So I want to create a signature scent for it.
Whoever is watching this vlog, y'all got the scoop.
Yep.
Y'all getting the exclusive right here. So
you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. He is in the process of doing his samplings to make sure the scents that he wants is right and make any corrections that need to be done. And stay tuned for that because once he does what he needs to do, they'll be set for pre-order and then boom.
Yep, so I plan to come out with it or release it maybe next year sometime. Because something that'll take a while to make sure that the ingredients are right. I have to make sure that it goes in your skin, doesn't break you out or whatever. From a health perspective, that is right for, for the customer. So, right for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
you for tuning in with us. And let us know if y'all want us to do other crazy stuff, or if you have other colognes that you would like for him to test out, for him to order, and we'll do a whole separate rating, you know what I'm saying? And let people know where you got most of your colognes from. Alright,
so I've gotten most of them from fragrancenet.com. I've used fragrancex.com as well, and the perfumebox.com. And they're like discounted, like legit discount, fragrance shops. So you'll definitely find some gems there for sure.
We appreciate you guys tuning in with us and participating with us. We'll have something else very, very soon.
Yep, very soon.
Alright, so we still quarantined, so sorta, kinda, I guess.
Well, we are, kind of.
Well, it's yeah, so...
It's like quarantine, it's like, with a little bit of, privilege, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll definitely think of different things. Yep. That's about it. It's a wrap.
Yep, it's a wrap. Yeah, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking with us to the end.
Yes.
So we can announce a surprise. Thank you.
That's what you do, right?
Yep.
Peace out.
Peace out.